Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. All right, today I wanted to do another video on PWCC. All right, I told you I got that in the mail yesterday, right after I found out that eBay kicked off PWCC from eBay. Now, I wanted to touch base on one important lesson from PWCC. And I wanted to go back to a point that I talked about maybe in one or two videos. I may have had John on, and or he may have talked about it as well. And it's the concept of if you don't hold it, you don't own it. And I realize, or I know that PWCC has a vault, and they offered free storage for X amount of time. And you could also take whatever's in their vault and you could sell it on eBay within, just with the click, from my understanding. And some people are like, hey, that's a good idea. It's securely stored. It's not in my house, not in the bank. Okay, what if something happens to my home, for instance? Here's a good example. There was a tornado that touched base about 5 miles from where I live. I used to live in that area in the southwest suburbs of Chicagoland, and it hit some houses and they got wrecked. If it hit my house, some of the cars that I have now, most of them aren't too expensive, they would have been destroyed. So some people are like, hey, what if some crazy event happens like that? Or what if I get robbed? So people don't want to obviously keep their cards at home. So they may put it at the bank, they may send it off for storage like PWCC Vault or another location. So let's look at all of that. These storage facilities that have these cards in PWCC, or these storage units, a lot of people now are worried about it, from my understanding. And a lot of people are like, hey, what happens if PWCC goes bankrupt? What if they go under? What's going to happen to my cards? They did say that they do have insurance, but what are the stipulations of the insurance or the contract? So that could be a problem too if they ever do go bankrupt. I don't think they will. They've made so much money. They must have all the stream of cash, and I'm pretty sure whoever's funding them, they're probably going to fund their ability to get these auctions through. Now, it must be a nightmare right now. It's a total disaster. But what's the lesson for all of us? If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Now, I expect PWCC to get back on its feet in the coming months, but it makes me really, really iffy on sending my card to hold in storage at even a company that has a good name attached to it, even with a solid reputation. Golden Auctions, people may call the CEO shady, but he's run a successful business for the past decade. And I believe he's offering storage for some of these cards. And he's offering free storage for a certain amount of time, from my understanding. So people may jump at that opportunity saying, hey, look, I have a $20,000 card I don't want to keep at home. And it's a scarce card and it's probably going to go higher. So those guys will be like, hey, I don't want to keep it at home. Makes sense. I understand why people don't want to keep things in their home. And now the risk is what happens if something happens to gold? And I don't see anything happening, but what if something does? No one saw this event happening where eBay would shut off its number one guy in terms of sports cards, PWCC. I never thought that would happen. I was shocked. I did see things happening in the card market that would make people skeptical of the market, but not with PWCC, at least right away. And I told you in previous videos, 2024 maybe late 2023, I expect problems in the overall economy. We're starting to see cracks in the economy. So if there's a banking crisis like we saw in Europe last decade, I think there was Cyprus, there was Greece, they had problems with their banking system. Some of these companies, they have problems with their banking system. Those companies are going to be in trouble. That's probably the only risk that I see with these companies right now. I didn't see PWCC's risk with eBay. The thing about PWCC where they do have a slight advantage, I talked about, they did invest in their infrastructure to a certain degree. They're still what I consider to be fragile, as Nassim Taleb would say, because they didn't have so many auctions on their website or their infrastructure. eBay figured that out, and most likely they're like, hey, we don't want more competitors to, compete against us or to battle against us. So we're going to screw them over. And it gives eBay a decent reputation. PWCC looks bad in this. But at the end of the day, it makes me think twice about sending a card to a storage facility. I was really iffy sending it to PWCC because, I don't have the card in hand. And I think people are going to go to Golden because Golden right now has been doing pretty well. They just got bought out. Even though it was by Nat Turner's group, he's been doing well lately. He has a lot of funders behind his back. So people may feel confident about that. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of this. And by the way, follow me on TikTok. It's AIH hashtag, not hashtag, underscore sports. Once again, AIH underscore sports. I'm going to leave that at the description below. I'm going to start to do some videos on there. I know it's for people that are mainly younger, but I want to still try it out. Anyways, guys, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thanks, bye.